Okay, my fellow stitchers, it's time to make some needlepoint cufflinks. The first step is to trace your blank cufflink onto a blank needlepoint canvas. I just bought these on Etsy, and then I traced out the letter just light enough to see where to put my thread. I did a regular tent stitch for the white just to get the coverage of the letter itself. And once that was done, it was time to fill in with a dark green background. So I did the same tent stitch across each row, and then I went back the opposite direction to make a cross stitch. So I just did this to get a little bit more coverage. I found that the tent stitch on this 13 mesh was just not quite enough for what I want the background to look like. So again, you can see as I finish each row, I come down in the bottom right corner and then up to the bottom left corner to give it that square over each intersection. Once you've stitched both cufflinks, it's time to cut the canvas, which is always the scary part for me, but take off all of the edges and make sure to leave it in sort of a circular shape around each of the letters. And you'll want to trim off as much canvas as possible so that you can fold it down like this and fit it into the tiny little cufflink. Don't worry about it being a little messy or imperfect as you try to place it into the cufflink, because once we add this tacky glue, it's a lot easier to stuff the blank canvas edges down into the back of it so that it's hidden. So I just use one drop of glue, place the cufflink in, and then this is an easy trick with the end of your needle to cleanly stuff the edges in, and you're finished with this nice round shape that puffs up above the cufflink. Repeat that process again, and you're left with a beautiful custom needlepoint accessory. I hope this helps, and happy stitching.